Long shot, this movie is directed by Jonathan Levine. It stars Charlize Theron and Seth Rogen in a romantic role. Yes, you heard that correctly. She's the Secretary of State that is about to run for president, and she hires a new writer, someone she knew from high school, who's played by Seth Rogen. Now, I didn't see much of this movie coming into it, so I was very excited to kind of see something out of the blue. Wasn't really any plans to see it. I didn't watch a trailer or anything, and I was pleasantly surprised with this movie. Now, before I continue with my review, make sure you follow me on Twitter. It's at AceOfDavies. Follow me there to keep update with my channel, as well as myself there. I'm trying to build a bit more following, and I forget to plug it. But enough of that. The movie. This movie was surprisingly funny. I was really, really entertained throughout this movie. I was laughing a lot, and I was just pretty much gobsmacked of how enjoyable this movie truly was. Now, of course, a comedy's going to go hard with the jokes, and I feel like they hit, and they hit a lot, and I was very happy with that. Very rarely do they not hit. You have a few like really belly laughs, but majority of the time it's like, oh, this is very pleasant. It's a very light-hearted, entertaining movie, which is great, especially after Endgame, which throws you through so many emotions. This is a great follow-up before we dig into some real summer blockbusters. I feel like this is the perfect movie to just kind of simmer into, and then we get into Detective Pikachu, then Aladdin, John Wick 3, Dark Phoenix, Toy Story, all this shit that's coming out is going to be huge. This is a nice little step up before we take the full jump into the summer blockbusters. I liked that, and I liked this movie. Now, the chemistry between Charlize Theron and Seth Rogen was something I doubted, because you look at them, he's punching for sure, but I actually bought it. I was very pleasantly surprised. I really liked Charlize Theron in this movie. I think she was very charismatic, she was very charming, she was very likable. She generally plays a bit more meaner characters. I really liked her. Seth Rogen basically playing Seth Rogen, as he always does, with a little bit like less weed jokes, but the chemistry worked. Like, I was actually like hoping this worked out. Like, I was like, yo, I actually like this couple. This really works. The supporting cast is phenomenal. I think they're all really funny. They all played their roles really, really well. June Diane Raphael, Ravi Patel, Bob Odenkirk, Andy Serkis, Alexander Skarsgård, and O'Shea Jackson Jr., who plays Seth Rogen's best friend, kills as well. And I think that the cast is just so good. And I know you probably don't know a lot of the names. Even, casual movie knowers wouldn't know names. But they all played their roles so perfectly. And that's what I really liked about this film, is they didn't try to overstep. They didn't try to make someone have a really big story arc outside of the main character. Like, these are the two stories you're going to follow, and it's going to be fucking awesome. Now, it's definitely smarter than I thought it would be, because it is a politics movie in the end. It's about the first woman president, or she's trying to be the first woman president, so it's going to be a bit of a rile up when it comes to politics, and it's very smart with some of the jokes they make. They use a lot of cultural jokes that work well, a lot of politics jokes that work well. It's just a lot smarter than I thought it would. Even the plot itself, you kind of expect it to take turns of like, oh, it's a rom-com, so they're going to break up because, something's going to happen with this. But the way they do it isn't just expected. They do, there is those cliches in the end where they do have a biff and then they work it out. But it's not what you'd expect it to be. They take a little bit of a funnier route to some of the things, as well as some more politics smarter routes as well. So this movie I was just very surprised by. I think this is a very strong comedy, very light-hearted movie. It's just fun to watch, and I definitely recommend people will go and see this if they want a comedy to watch. This is one of my favourite comedies of the last year, which isn't saying much because you don't get a lot of pure comedies that, always hit, but this one I think hit, and I'm going to give it a very strong C+. Thank you guys for watching my review of Long Shot. Make sure you do follow me on Twitter. I'll remind you guys again, follow me there. I don't have many followers, so I'm trying to build it up a little bit there. Subscribe if you've never seen me before. I'm going to have plenty of Blu-ray stuff coming very soon. I just dropped a Game of Thrones video and a Blu-ray video that's doing very well, so thanks you guys for that. Thumb it up, like it, that's what I mean. Comment below whatever you want to talk about, but of course, guys, have a good one.